What's up? What is up? YouTube. How y'all doing? Yeah. That's supposed to be my intro, but check this out, man. Check it out. Hey, I just did 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦, man. And I'm trying to let y'all know, real talk, man. You gotta be yourself, man. When you start acting like you somebody else or you think you somebody else, dude, that's where the ball is dropped, man. And then once you make it to wherever you think you want to be, once you get there, you realize what you did to get there. It's like, oh my God, I don't know why I did this. And it hurt your soul. Unless that's the type of person you was when you grew up and everything. Like Will Smith, he talked about he didn't have his dad in his house with him. You know, 50 Cent kind of grew up in the streets, thug life, you know. Tupac, man, rest in peace, you know. If y'all really search the story of Tupac, he wasn't thug life all the time. He was a dancer. He took ballet and tap dance. That don't sound like gangster to me. He was dancing with Digital Underground. Y'all have to see what y'all want to see, man. Instead of take yourself out the equation and figure out what these people really did. It's like the more all eyes on me that Tupac had, the more crazy stuff he was doing. I lost respect for Tupac when he spit on that cameraman. That cameraman just doing his job, man. Filming. All eyes on you, I'm trying to film Tupac. And he spit on the cameraman. That is the lowest thing you can do to a person. So that's just me. I'm just telling you how I love this music. It's true. I like R. Kelly music. Now he in jail. I like music. I like the art of the music and everything. I liked a lot of stuff Diddy did. Now, behind the scenes, what they doing, this is all new to me. Because you best believe if I would have went to a meeting with any of these folks, I was at concerts that Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince was at. I always wondered from day one, why is Will Smith so big, but Jazzy Jeff is so little. He was on the Fresh Prince show sometimes. Yo, man, I think it'd be a good idea to have you on the show. Yeah, man, but I ain't with that old stuff. Yeah, I know, man. You know I'm with it, but you ain't with it. I can almost imagine this is how the conversations went. Instead of me loaning you the money, I know you want to make some money. The budget for this part pays $80,000. I'm just making up a number. I don't know. Here, man, you could do this and you can get some royalties and 1% a cent, whatever. I'm pretty sure he was trying to help him out some kind of way. That's my boy. I'm gonna get you some roles so you can help keep my secrets. What you think, y'all? It had to go down like that. Y'all human? Man. Or you my boy and everything, man, but right now I'm hurting. You driving 5 cars. I mean, you living in 5 houses and driving 5 cars in each house. I'm over here barely can pay my apartment. Yo, bruh, show me some love. Or I'm telling. Maybe, I don't. Who knows all the scenarios? It sure is funny when people get money, man, people change. I don't even know why, but they change. My friends do the same thing. Especially the ones I know that don't like me. And I ain't done nothing to them. I just did me. And they don't like me because I do me very well. Think about that. I call you back. I can't help it that I'll sit here and spent the whole summer on just playing the guitar. I wake up, play the guitar. Go back to sleep, play the guitar. I'm mad at myself because I got to go downstairs and get something to eat. That's when I was really in my mama's house. I got to eat. Back upstairs, next thing you know, the whole summer is gone. And I'm sitting there playing the guitar. See, you gotta be a little touched to perfect anything. I'll call you back, man. Anyway, good God Almighty, boy. I won him. Diddy's secret gay network hunt big Hollywood names, actors revealed. Did I read that wrong? Look. Diddy's secret gay network hunt. Big Hollywood names, actors revealed in another comment. They putting the comments in the wrong place. Oh, this my man. Hey, y'all hit that subscribe button. This is my man right here. I like him. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Let's check it out.
So, Diddy's secret gay network is basically being discussed. We've got a lot to get into. Hey guys, it's 𝗟𝗡𝗞𝗏, daily and consistent content. Let's tap into this conversation. And before we get into that, let's get into Miss Christina Coram, the witch, the wicked witch of the West, who is quaking in her boots and is prepared to have a big battle that is going to happen. Because it's been revealed that she is expanding her legal team in regards to certain cases that she is facing. And somebody that she's hired is somebody called 𝗟𝗜𝗡𝗞𝗦. 𝗟𝗜𝗡𝗞𝗦 is a renowned first chair trial lawyer who represents clients in high stake criminal and civil litigation across the US. Over the past 2 decades, he has successfully tried to score scores of nationally significant cases to verdict in federal and state courtrooms across the country. And of course, more goes on in regards to his background. So she is expanding her legal team. And the reason why she's doing so is because she knows that these cases that she's about to face, she needs more preparation. The current legal litigation that is about to happen or going on, and the current lawyers that she has, is simply just not enough. So she has to pay to get more people. And I know that all of these legal fees are definitely expensive because she ain't got that P. Diddy money. Her entire Rolling Stone PR rollout failed because that was the same day Kanye West had a huge crash out. So nobody really paid attention to what she was saying. But, you know, her expanding her legal team means she's ready to go guns out blazing. So I think she's one to watch when it comes to this Diddy trial. Let's not focus too much on Diddy on his own. I done told all of you guys before there was even indictments and home raids, back when Cassie came out with the lawsuit and that there was stories of boys, I told you guys that there's going to be a lot more when it comes to the men, and that this man is going to go to prison. And look what's happened. The man has gone to prison, and the majority of the lawsuits that Diddy is facing are from men. Now, Terrence Howard is speaking on a podcast, and he does mention that in regards to Justin Bieber, he talks about him for a minute because the host says, what about Bieber? And he says Bieber can't get any of this out of his head. That is why he's going through his own crash outs and basically just not looking well, going live, acting unstable and manic and not eating because of the things that Bieber has done.
Wow, man. Shout out to my team, man. Hey, shout out to my team. They're doing a great job, man. We couldn't be here without the team. So this ain't about Uncle Mike. And I tell y'all, man, I'm just sitting here. Shout out to the team. I wish I had more people that can get in front of the camera, but everybody want to tell me how it's supposed to be done instead of listening to what I build and making this thing work. But anyway, we just did the video of exactly what he's talking about. We just did that video because my team found the video. I just pull it up and do it. First time reaction. I don't know. When I sit here most of the time, I don't even know what I'm going to react to. And I just go with my gut feelings, man. And now that I'm getting all the information into me, oh my God, man. Terrence, I'm hoping, I'm praying. I always thought that he was right. Now, Orlando, this is what I had said, just in case y'all didn't see the other one. Orlando Brown said that he had he made love. That's what he called it. He said he didn't smash. No, I don't smash. I make love. And he mentioned Terrence Howard's name. And I really think he did that so he can tell the other people that they really did something. Man, we supposed to be on the download. You don't supposed to be saying that. Oh, man, people don't believe me. They know I'm joking. I said Terrence Howard. you know I ain't do nothing with him. And I said somebody else's name, you know I ain't do nothing with him. You know, stuff like that. Oh, my bad. Here we go.
That, in regards to Justin Bieber, he talks about him for a minute because the host says, what about Bieber? And he says Bieber can't get any of this out of his head. That is why he's going through his own crash outs and basically just not looking well, going live, acting unstable and manic and not eating because of the things that Bieber has done. And they end up on substances like Bieber, because he simply can't get these things out of their head. He then goes on to explain that Diddy actually tried to F him as well because he really wanted to. And Diddy said to him, I'm looking for an acting coach. Can you help me? So Terrence Howard would go to his house and no work would be done. Diddy would just be staring at him, making him uncomfortable.
Y'all remember the Game said that? For 2 years, man, we were just partying. Diddy just wanted to party. And so, but we never recorded anything. The Game said that. Terrence Howard said that. And also, Usher said that too. See, I go by what they say out of their mouth, not what everybody else is reporting. Usher said it too. Usher was mad at Diddy. You keep taking me to these clubs. Dude, I haven't even been in the studio. New flavor in your hit. Craig Mack, he said it out of his mouth. Usher said out of his mouth. Craig Mack been recording. Dude, I didn't come here to party. In fact, I'm too young to be in these clubs. I want to record. Puffy just want to party. And Puffy wasn't doing the music. Puffy don't play an instrument. Puffy don't even write the songs. Puffy find everybody with great talent and try to turn them and then put them on the market for all his rich in the closet men. I'm talking millionaires. Yo, man, you can have this boy or this man or this one right here or this one right here. He gonna cost you $200,000. For real? Come on, man. All right, I want him. Okay, he ready. He'll come over see you next month. Yo, dog, I got a deal for you, $250. I bet you it's something like that. That's how this shit went down, man. How else you think it went down? And then if you do it over Diddy's house, shoot, you gonna be recorded. Now I got both of y'all.
And obviously wanting something from him. It then was revealed from Terrence's assistant that Diddy actually wanted to F him, and that is why he's asking for him to return to the house again and again until advances are made. And of course, Terrence Howard refused. Terrence then goes on to state that there are men who come in and contact Terrence Howard, not only men, but some of these men are actually producers that work for Diddy. He had some form of a gay network where they basically would ask these men in Hollywood, Terrence being an example, to say, this is what Diddy wants from you. He wants you to come and, this is what he would like to do with you, and that therefore you can benefit in any kind of way. And of course, Terrence could be in a position where you could say, well, I'm trying to be a music artist. Let's do it. Help me. But Terrence did state in this interview that he refused. He did threaten these people in the network and say that I would punch them in the head if they come at me again. I am proud of my masculinity, being a man, and that a lot of these men who go to these P. Diddy parties are people who have given up their manhood and they simply can't get it back. That is why Bieber is frantically panicking right now, because of the things that he's done himself to people, or that he's had to do for Diddy, and therefore give up his own manhood to submit. And that at the end of the day, because of that level of submission, any achievement that you gain in your life doesn't really actually affect you or make you feel better.
Right. Hey, you can ask any drug dealer. There's a guy that got a podcast. I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name, but he was big in the streets and everything. And asked him, y'all should. I think everybody should have a podcast to ask people questions. First of all, you got to understand if somebody did 12 years in jail for selling drugs, and when they come home and you ask them, So was it all worth it? Do you think, man? Dude, 12 years of being in jail, watching your back in jail for no money, not even being able to reach any dream of yours, they got to say no. If they say, yeah, it was worth it, dog, shoot, I'm going to come out and do it again, they need to go right back to that jail cell. Some people get, can you imagine that you don't even know how to function out here? You rather be in jail? There people commit crimes on purpose so they can go back because I can't function out here. It's too much freedom. That's a sad person, y'all. That gotta be a sad person. I couldn't function in jail, man. I would write a note and tell y'all, yes, I did off myself. Oh, I can't do this, man. Y'all seen Shawshank Redemption when that little fat dude, I don't belong here. I don't belong here. You don't understand. I don't belong here. That would be me. That would be Uncle Mike. They'd be plop, plop, bust my head open. I'm gone. See y'all. I told y'all I don't belong here, but you ain't want to hear me. Now you know I was serious when I said I don't belong here. I'm out. I'm checking out some kind of way. I'm allergic to jail, man. Can't do it.
So it was a really deep podcast that he was doing that I was watching, but one thing that stood out for me is this network of basically men, I would assume gay men, these producers who are coming around to these celebrities because Diddy has picked them, and therefore these men have to do the bidding work for Diddy in order for these men, these Hollywood men to come to Diddy, and then they end up being intimate. And when they be intimate, then they end up coming to the parties, and that's where the orgies take place, where you have Gene Deal and these other security guards who are obviously in front of the door, not allowing certain people in, allowing certain people in. There's basically initiation phases before we even get to the orgies. The initiation phases are carried out by the gay network of men. Do you understand? One thing that we're realizing with the trajectory of this whole conversation of P. Diddy is that it's turning very gay, because Diddy is gay. Diddy is gay, guys. The man is gay. The man ain't straight. The man's not leaning left, kneeling right. The man's not leaning anywhere. The man is just gay. Diddy is gay. The man has a whole gay network where he's basically hiring men or telling.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I thought. Wait a minute. And correct me if I'm wrong. I thought if you gay, that means you only like your same sex people. But then they came up with the word lesbian. I hope it's okay to say these words. I'm just trying to get this straight. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. Never have been trying to hurt nobody's feelings. If anybody's feelings is hurt, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get my point across. If women like women on women, that's lesbian. That don't retain. They don't have a gay word for men. At least I don't think so. Homosexual, I guess. Anyway, but if you go both ways, you bisexual, right? I'm trying to get this stuff together, man. I don't know. So with that being said, Puffy is bisexual, right? Because he like men and women. I think I'm right. Anyway, he keeps saying Puffy gay. That means he don't like women, he like men only. How y'all doing? How you doing, girl? Please.
Left, kneeling right. The man's not leaning anywhere. The man is just gay. Diddy is gay. The man has a whole gay network where he's basically hiring men or telling the men that you need to go to these people, and they're pretending to be producers. What kind of producer is going to Terrence Howard to say that this is what Diddy wants from you and I've been sent to? You ain't no producer. You're a bum. That's what you are. Do you understand? You ain't no producer. You're a bum doing work for another whole man when you're not even going to be there, thinking that you're going to get paid, and clearly your life ain't changed. So it really goes to show you how deep these networks are that Diddy has. And I absolutely believe that a lot of these men seen at Diddy's parties and the all-white parties are doing orgies, are doing things behind these closed doors, in bedrooms, in multiple of these houses that we don't know. And they've all obviously gone to know each other through this network, or through, everybody knowing everyone in Hollywood. And therefore they continue these kind of orgies and etc. Remember, Amber Rose said, because nobody asked her, but she wanted to speak, about how she never saw any of this go on. Of course she never saw any of this go on, babes, because you're a woman. Do you understand? These men want to F each other. That's what 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 was saying, that these men are fluid, and of course when they get fluid, they end up doing things with each other. Ain't nobody checking for you. Ain't nobody looking for you. They're looking for these men. They're not looking for you. Do you understand? You may not have hair, cool, but these men want bold men. Do you understand? They want to slap each other in the bedroom and etc. They're not looking for you. For the fact that you went to after parties and you never saw any of this goes to show you that this never happened around certain people, because there were lists of people who were obtained through initiation phases carried out by a gay network of people. So you're never going to see this stuff. Do you understand? There are some stories of how a comedian basically saw an orgy by accident. Who was the orgy with at that party? It wasn't Diddy and 2 girls on his lap. It was Diddy and other men. Other celebrities, men, together, all doing this stuff. They have a network. They know who each other are. And I would love to be a fly on the wall when it comes to, not the orgy, God forbid, but a fly on the wall. A fly on the wall on how them are currently reacting to what Diddy is going through. I think it's, important to see who these men are, and these men should face the music. But they're never going to face the music. These men, guys, are never going to face the music. They are good on their own, and they have lived that life with Diddy, but they have moved on. And of course, Diddy has not been able to. But I'm not surprised that he has this gay network of people. This man is gay, guys. I've been telling you this. I've been telling you this. Diddy screams that typical gay guy who's in denial, in the cupboard, and is just angry about it. And therefore, he projects all of those anger issues, and he's moody, and he's weird, and he has power trips, and he's egotistical. Because at the end of the day, the deep-rooted issue is that he's not happy with himself and who he basically is. And the desires that he has for other men, he doesn't like that. He wants to be like, the men of his peers, who maybe only be hetero, which I don't think there's many. And therefore, he likes to change these men, make these men give up their manhood, make them etc. So that therefore, he feels like he's better than them. He has to have leverage over them. And Diddy didn't just make this all up out of thin air. People above him did the same thing to him in order to become part of the initiation phase. The network, the gay network, coming like one app. Anyways, let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. Comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Send a tip if you guys wish to. There's a $ there. It goes a long way, because I am filming this for you at 4:40 in the morning, and I've got to edit and put this up and sleep late again. But anyways, let me know your thoughts are. Love you guys. I don't think I've ever said that. I love you guys. I've never said that, guys. I'm so sorry. I love.
Yeah, I love you. I ain't never say it either. I love y'all too. No, I always say shout out to my subscribers, man. I say shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my Now we're gonna do one more, man. We're gonna do one more because this was only 10 minutes. We're gonna do one more on this one right here. Diddy is finished. Worst update. New incidents facing life. What? This is 8 minutes, so we'll put these two together. My patrons, shout out to the patrons. Just to let y'all know, man, we take all the patron money and we give and donate to people. I have to talk to somebody. In fact, as soon as I finish this video, I'm gonna give her a call, because I keep saying I'm gonna give her a call. Tip long reactions on a laptop. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, without any further ado, it's over.
Diddy is finished. A superseding indictment has been added, a third one with new charges. Diddy is finished, guys, and a potentially even longer sentence that the government is fighting for. Hey guys, it's 𝗟𝗡𝗞𝗦, daily and consistent content. Comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get straight into this video. Okay, so Diddy is officially been facing a new indictment, guys. He's facing new criminal charges in his federal case. It's been announced today because federal prosecutors just hit him with their third superseding indictment. And according to new legal documents, the feds are tacking on 2 additional charges, one for sex trafficking by force, fraud or coercion, and another for transportation to engage. The transportation in the legal documents don't only say transportation of an alleged victim, but also of many other individuals. Okay, The feds say the new charges stem from allegations against Diddy from 2021 to 2024 and relate to an individual the feds simply refer to as Victim 2, which a lot of people online are assuming are either Gina or Young Miami. My guesses are probably Gina, and if Gina comes to court and brings up those text messages or tweets that Young Miami was saying publicly that she will get Diddy to put her on her knees, do you understand? Young Miami might even get subpoenaed, guys. That girl, I feel like, was skyrocketing with Diddy, and after he fell, Diddy, I felt like she fell with him, because I don't believe that she's recovered. Haven't seen her put out anything that actually has stood the test of time. She was at the Met Gala, she was releasing new songs, you know, she was about to have this new reality TV show, she had an interview scene, and I feel like she's interviewing again, which is cute, but I just feel like it's not sticking. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree. The victim 1 has basically been described as Cassie, and 2 basically is, they're saying Gina or Young Miami. I don't think it's going to be Young Miami. With the new indictment, Diddy is now facing 5 official criminal charges, 2 counts of trafficking, 2 counts of transportation to engage, and 1 count of racketeering as well. The RICO is still very much there. This is not looking good, guys.
You know, I don't know, and this happened in a case a long time ago. Now this is a stretch. The lawyer that stepped down could start feeding information, even if it's undercover, to the feds. Like, y'all gonna not do it my way. I'm gonna make sure I can say, I told y'all was gonna lose. Y'all should have did it my way. You ever think like that? Y'all think that would happen? This guy that stepped down for some reason, right? He stepped down for some reason, and now he want to make sure. He probably seen, I don't know, all the tunnels and all this stuff. He probably seen what was on them tapes and say, and you want me to defend you while you doing this to people? And man, I don't know, man. It could be can you imagine yourself trying to help somebody and you know they did wrong. All the proof is right there, and they still asking for your help. Shoot, I couldn't do that. What about the person you hurt? Yeah, but help me. Man, get out of here. Get out of here.
It really is not looking good at all. The government respectfully submits its letter regarding the 𝗟𝗜𝗡𝗞𝗦 Season 3 indictment returned yesterday in the above referenced case by a grand jury sitting in this district. The 𝗟𝗜𝗡𝗞𝗦 indictment contains 3 substantive changes to the charge offences. First count, 4 charges, an additional substantive count of trafficking by force, fraud or coercion with respect to victim 2. Victim 2 was previously identified as a victim of trafficking in count 1 of the 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 indictment. Second, count 1 has been amended to include a special racketeering sentencing factor related to the new trafficking offence charge in count 4. Third, the 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 indictment charges the Mann Act in 2 separate accounts in counts 3 and 5, covering conduct for victim 1 and victim 2 respectively. The 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 indictment previously charged this conduct as a single Mann Act offence. In addition, the language of count 1 contains 2 non-substantive changes, clarifying that the defendant kidnapped and carried and displayed a firearm to female victim, and that the defendant dangled a female victim over an apartment balcony. The government has already produced all Rule 16 discovery and Act material in its possession associated with the 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 indictment and does not expect the 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 indictment to affect existing pre-trial deadlines. I believe it will. The government respectfully requests that the defendant may be arraigned on the 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 indictment at the final pre-trial conference scheduled for April 25th, 2025. Again, several pre-trial conferences are taking place in April. We also have the Jay-Z Busby stuff in regards to the extortion. They are also saying that because of all of the material and the presentation, that it will not affect pre-trial deadlines. I feel like it's going to affect pre-trial deadlines. An indictment will also further the case. People are expecting this to begin May 12th. I feel like it will extend again. And I feel like it should extend again because Diddy's lawyers are going to argue that they want an extension to prep for this 𝗟𝗡𝗏 indictment, that they need to, you know, make sure everything is okay for Diddy and etc. Now, if this lady, whoever was hanging on the balcony via Diddy, which I don't know who you guys assume to be, let me know in the comments below. If that lady comes to basically testify against Diddy, all of this is game over for this man. The fact that they are also, it's, you know, it's discussing a special sentencing factor, Yeah, a special sentencing factor of the trafficking of victim 1 and 2 under racketeering conspiracy charge, and a special sentencing factor refers to specific circumstances or characteristics of a crime that can actually lead guys to, in Diddy's case, far more of a severe sentence, because they're basically adding more charges. So they're basically looking to get Diddy life in prison, so the man actually doesn't get out in prison. I thought he would get probably 10 to 15 years and then probably get out in 10 years, good behavior, you know, with reduced sentences. But I do also feel like this man could get a lot more. And
man, if Diddy get 10 or 15 years, even if he get out on good behavior, he done. 10 or 15 years, he done. And you don't know how it goes. If you are found guilty in any kind of way, that means everything everybody said about you is bad. Everything is bad. You done beat that girl up in that hotel. That is on. You don't even care. That's what we sing, y'all. We don't even know what he did to Kim or the cook. They said he threw the cook out the out the door. Then the girlfriend, Cassie girlfriend, that he oh my God, come on,
this
man.
is the third indictment the prosecution, the government are basically putting against Diddy. They want that man in jail. They want him to stay in jail. This is their chance. They've been trying to prosecute big names like Diddy. They're not going to basically come through with something like, you know, slim. But these people, whether it's Gina, whether it's Cassie, if Diddy and his team have visible proof to show the jury that they wanted to come to the freak-offs, that the freak-offs were basically consensual, that they had a time there, they were absolutely great, and, you know, that they were willing participants, then that obviously is going to weaken the prosecution's case dramatically, because then that throws out the trafficking stuff, because how is it by force and coercion when they're basically wanting to go there? So, you know, I feel like Diddy would have had that proof by now. They would have presented that, and I think that would have been a strong argument for Diddy, but something tells me that he doesn't have any of that on proof or on deck. And again, that video of Cassie being beaten up in the hotel room is definitely going to be used by the prosecution, which is still a great upper hand to use. So, you know, I believe victim 1 is Cassie, victim 2 is Gina, coming like ex-girlfriends, do you understand? Coming like the ex-girlfriend Justice League, or taking you to court to drag you for life in prison. I don't think Young Miami would be one of the victims, potentially, but I also feel like it could be a PR fix for her. But I also feel like I don't know if she wants to put herself in that severe limelight, especially when she came to finally break her silence on everything with Diddy. When she was being interviewed by her friend Saucy Santana, she barely even spoke about Diddy in a negative manner. She kept it very light surfaced, and I feel like that was a chess move that she thought that she would need to do once Diddy gets out, so that it doesn't look like she's betrayed him. And even the fact that she's acting like this just shows how dumb she is sometimes, because the way that she was so light on Diddy, considering the fact that he's facing RICO, racketeering, trafficking, and beating up Cassie in a hotel room, I just think it was very insensitive, because you may have had a great experience with him, but clearly the man is not a good person at all. So in my opinion, Diddy is finished. This is the icing on the cake, do you understand? Gina's going to be in court too with Cassie. The lady also hanging from the balcony. They're looking for life. Guys, this is crazy. It's a lot. It's a breaking superseding indictment. It came out a couple of hours ago, and I just wanted to discuss this. I also put it in my video yesterday. I forgot to speak about it, so I added the picture at the end of the video for those of you who might remember. But Kim Porter's mother, I believe, has passed away.
Oh my goodness. See, I didn't know that. Oh my gracious. Rest in peace to Kim Porter. Oh, she died in 2025. When did Kim Porter pass away? Because I got the book right here. I wonder if is it on the book, y'all? Because she passed away before this book came out, which I still haven't finished reading. Where's my... God dang it. Hold up, y'all. I get it later. I get it later when I'm... Okay. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Shoot. God, dog it, rest in peace.
And this was
man.
announced, Kim Porter's grandmother.
Oh, okay, that's...
Wow.
That's...
Kim Porter's grandmother was alive. She was born in 1931. Wow. Leela Mae Starr has passed. Kim's son, Quincy Combs, revealed the sad news on his Instagram. I thought it was Kim's mother.
Oh, not the mother, the Kim's grandmother. Okay.
Wow.
She lived a long
Grandmother,
time.
you know, she was alive for a very long time, lived a very long life. And so, of course, they say that the family are in mourning. I definitely don't believe that the children are in mourning. I'm so sorry. I don't believe the oldest sons are in mourning. Maybe I'm being insensitive, but I just don't think that this is where they draw the line when it comes to a moral compass, when they are publicly supporting their father because they're so desperate for his money. Now they're all in mourning. Like, I just don't see that. Maybe you should mourn for the alleged victims who are currently or were being abused. I don't know.
Wow.
Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Sound off. Let me know. I read all your comments, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.
Man, that's crazy, man. No, I think here's what I think, man. I think that they mourning, they young, even though they grown folks, right? They young because they've been taught by their father. They seen this stuff. You know how kids are, they looking. Kids are looking, and you think you hiding something. He don't see what I'm doing. They know what you doing. They know you doing, and they know that you don't want them to see it. They know that. So yeah. Nah, homie. I like that, Charleston White. That's my Charleston White thing. Yeah. Nah, homie. But my point is this, y'all. Check this out. They have been raised by this dude. They done seen his look. They mimic. And they look like they don't have any, soul? They don't look like sympathy. They don't look like they learn how not to wear their true feelings on their shoulders, on their face. You going to jail. Man, whatever. Uncle Mike, you going to jail. Oh, God, no. Oh, my God, please. That's me getting on my knees, y'all. I can't drop on my knees. I'm too old. But it best believe if I was going to jail, I would, oh, my God. Lord, please. They won't do that. And the people in the streets of the gangsters thinking, you going to jail. Take me to jail. Can you hurry up, please? All my friends in jail. I can't wait to get there. Well, no, you're not going to jail. Man, come on, man. Take me to jail, dog. That's where I want to go anyway. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. That's how the kids are, man. And they think that's cool. And I'm dude, is he a star? Maybe y'all let me know in the comments. Does any of the kids got any hit records for real? You know, I don't listen to that Young Buck stuff. But if they making some noise, they filling out some arenas, they ain't on no Michael Jackson or Prince level or Cat Williams level or David Chappelle level. I don't even think they on Puffy level. Puffy level ain't all that big by himself. Puffy couldn't sell out no arena by himself. He probably can now. Anyway, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I really, really think that they were just born with a silver spoon in their mouth, and they was taught negativity, and they can get away with it. That's what I think. I think they was taught this, and they believe in what they was taught. That's what I believe. So I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Rest in peace to the grandma. Peace out.